Spleen channel. Point locations. Spleen 1. On the medial side of the great toe, 0.1 cun posterior to the corner of the nail. Spleen 2. On the medial side of the great toe, distal and inferior to the first metatarsodigital joint at the junction of the red and white skin. Spleen 3. Proximal and inferior to the head of the first metatarsal bone at the junction of the red and white skin. Spleen 4. In the depression distal and inferior to the base of the first metatarsal bone at the junction of the red and white skin. Spleen 5. Midway between the tuberosity of the navicular bone and the tip of the medial malleolus. Spleen 6. 3 cun directly above the tip of the medial malleolus on the posterior border of the medial aspect of the tibia. Spleen 7. 3 cun above spleen 6 on the line joining the tip of the medial malleolus and spleen 9. Spleen 8. 3 cun below spleen 9 on the line connecting spleen 9 and the medial malleolus. Spleen 9. On the lower border of the medial condyle of the tibia, in the depression on the medial aspect of the tibia. Spleen 10. 2 cun above the medial superior border of the patella on the bulge of the medial portion of M. quadriceps femoral. Spleen 11. 6 cun above spleen 10 on the line drawn from spleen 10 to spleen 12. Spleen 12. On the lateral side of the femoral artery, at the level of the upper border of symphysis pubis, 3½ cun lateral to Ren 2. Spleen 13. 0.7 cun latero-superior to spleen 12, 4 cun lateral to the Ren meridian. Spleen 14. 1.3 cun below spleen 15, 4 cun lateral to the Ren meridian, on the lateral side of M. rectus abdominis. Spleen 15. 4 cun lateral to the center of the umbilicus, lateral to M. rectus abdominis. Spleen 16. 3 cun above spleen 15, 4 cun lateral to Ren 11. Spleen 17. In the 5th intercostal space, 6 cun lateral to the Ren meridian. Spleen 18. In the 4th intercostal space, 6 cun lateral to the Ren meridian. Spleen 19. In the 3rd intercostal space, 6 cun lateral to the Ren meridian. Spleen 20. In the 2nd intercostal space, 6 cun lateral to the Ren meridian. Spleen 21. On the mid-axillary line, 6 cun below the axilla, midway between the axilla and the free end of the 11th rib.